Welcome back, everyone, to the next installment of Parasite Eve. We've been through a lot on day one, and now we're going to probably have to talk about it. Sure enough. Hey, you okay? You ought to be resting. Wish I could, but I'm the only one who knows what happened last night. I've been gathering some info on Melissa. She's got no relatives and no close friends. She was sick often, always on some kind of medication. The people at the opera said they were amazed she could even stand on stage. Her apartment burned down right after the incident, so we have no info on her medication. So what's this spontaneous combustion stuff all about? Well, it wasn't exactly spontaneous. People were actually set on fire. Oh, come on. What, like one of those ESP things? That's the best way to describe it for now. ESP, huh? Well, I'm not buying it. But if you're right, how are we supposed to deal with something like that? I believe her. After all, I was the only witness so far. But if you're going to take on a suspect like that, you'd better ask Baker for a better sidearm. You know what? That sounds like a very good idea. I read your report. Still hard to believe, but we can't deny all those deaths. We're going to go all out to solve this case. Make sure you're well equipped. Go down to the weapons department and give this permit to Taurus. He'll help you out. Cool. Oh, I'm moving. Alright. See ya. Rockin' music. Oh, I'm loving this. You hear this? Oh, this is gorgeous. Oh. Huh. I'll come back. I actually do have an opportunity to get rid of this stuff. Oh, the weapons department? You didn't hit your head last night, did you? It's right downstairs. A few doors, but this is the one I want. Hey there, good looking. Cut the crap, Wayne. Where's Taurus? That baldy? Who knows? So, what'll it be? Shotgun? Rocket launcher? I'll take 2 of each, buddy. Wayne! Yes, sir. Idiots like you are the reason why guns won't disappear from this country. Get your ass back to weapons storage. You're far from ready to be handling guns in here. Okay, sheesh. Taurus, I need some equipment. For last night's case, heard it was quite a mess. But as long as cops rely on guns, criminals will too. It's a vicious cycle. I hate to hand a weapon to a young cop like you, but I hear this isn't your ordinary crook. Guess I can't send you off empty-handed. Say, you can't carry any more equipment. Wayne, take some of her things and put them in storage. Yeah. You have something to say, officer? No, sir. So you want to leave something here? Yeah, see, this is good. This is going to give me a chance to free up space in my inventory. This'll be good. It may seem inconvenient that I have to physically move it to each location, but I can put it on whatever slot I want. It's great for when I want to organize my inventory. And you know I'm going to have no use for the theater or rehearse keys. I think. Yeah, I'm definitely going to take special care to hold on to my mod permit. I guess that'll be good. Here. This is the most powerful gun I can allow you to have. Nice. Captain Baker already notified me. Show me your modification permit again. I do not have one. I can't tune up your equipment without a permit. No exceptions. Nor do I want him to. That's a little gem I've been given. I'm going to save it for later. Psst, don't tell Taurus, but you can use your tool to tune up your guns. You can rearrange equipment parameters and add effects to tweak your equipment. I can show you some cool tune-up techniques. Yeah, he's damn right. Using the tool, you can add or remove parameters. If you remove an added effect from a weapon or armor, though, you destroy that item. The number of added effects that can be attached to a piece of equipment is determined by the number of slots on the equipment. Now, the mod permits will increase the number of slots up to a set maximum for each particular weapon. You got it? Trust me, you can never have too much firepower. Of course, you can't use them without bullets, so you better make sure you always have your club. Just in case, you know? Now why don't you leave the stuff you don't need with me? Yeah, I will. Oh, because it's equipped? Alright, fine. Let's equip. That is insane. That difference is ridiculous. All right. Goody. Okay, and now I have a couple things to take care of. One, ammo. A tool, yes please. And medicine. I'm going to leave the tool here. Tools are incredibly useful. Oh. Tools are incredibly useful. Too useful at this point in the game, to be perfectly honest. I don't want them on me. These are little gems that you save for later. Also, I find it fascinating that Taurus and Wayne have this back and forth here, pretty much about the gun control debate. Taurus is the more level-headed one, and he's against weapons and everything. You know, we wouldn't need more guns if other people wouldn't have more guns, etc., etc. But at the same time, this is a video game, and I want the most powerful stuff I can handle, so Wayne wins for, at least for Parasite Eve. Oh, whoops. I forgot I was in the upper right. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to dealing with these lockers. Because there is stuff for me. Ah, yeah, you better put on your vest too. Can't be too careful. At last, it's mine. What? What? Anyway. Can I do the other lockers? Maybe not. I can do the upper ones, though. Medicine 2. Ooh, look at that. Better stats in general, but worse critical hit. But it also has auto heal. That's pretty rockin'. Okay, I think I could finally move along. Also, the cop in the hallway is gone, but I can talk to this person in the red shirt, I guess. Oh, it's a little kid. Hey there, you lost? Ben, Daddy! Oh, that's his son. Ah, so this is Ben. Ben, this is Aya. Now, what are you doing here? Here. Tickets? Oh, yeah. The concert. Sorry, son. Daddy's real busy today. I promise I'll make up for... Fine! Ben... Guess every kid needs a mother. Well, that's not true. I was raised by my father, too, after my mother died. I'll always be grateful for him. Yeah, well, his mother's still alive. Ah, that sucks. Oh, again, I can play. Well, I guess we'll go hit up Baker now that we're done. And you're back. You met Daniel's son, Ben? Daniel divorced his wife last year. This was before you were signed here. He kept saying every boy needs a father, so he fought for Ben's custody with Lorraine, his ex-wife. Well, he won, but being a cop, I doubt if he has time to spend time with them. Oh yeah, Captain Baker was looking for you. That's pretty rough. You know, the boy needs a father, and he's not around for him, so what does that mean? Let's hit up Baker, I guess. Might as well. Sir. Oh, again, I'm moving. Alright. You were looking for me. Yes, we're having a press conference now, and I want you there too. Me? That's right. You'll be on national television as the sole survivor of that incident. I see. But you can only answer when I ask you. The media is just looking for anything to grill us about. They may even turn you into a suspect, so you let me do the talking. Understood? Yes, sir. Okay, then. Let's go meet the press. So, you are saying this could be the work of a terrorist? That is what we currently speculate. How about accounts of officers and firemen at the scene bursting into flames? That was due... Oh, no. The game auto-played that one. Well, Baker was saying that was due to, like crazy chemical weapons the terrorists had. Sorry. Another question. Then how did Detective Bray survive without so much as a minor burn? That is a result of her quick thinking and training as an officer. I'm asking her the question. She said that my mitochondria were a mutation. Aya. Your mitochondria. Who said this? Melissa. No, she said she was Eve. But according to a report, Melissa Pierce was killed in the fire. Melissa did die. Her body had been taken over by this Eve. What's this Eve? Some kind of an alien? People, please. She is very tired and we are still investigating. That'll be all for today. Aya, I thought I told you not to say anything. I'm telling the truth, sir. I love that cliche. That is not the point. Who's going to believe you? You'll only stir up the media and cause people to panic. Sir, she was only... Baker here. Who? What does he want? I'll put him through then. This is Captain Baker. What? Meat? You'll have to speak up. Yes? What? Yes. Alright. Some Japanese scientists, I think, couldn't understand his English too well. He was raving about some mito something. Says he's coming over here. Mito? Is it mitochondria? You mean that thing in the cell that makes everything from energy from oxygen? Might have heard about that back in school. That's what Eve said. Then it's time for the mitochondria to be free. Hey, I just read that some researcher at the museum wrote a new theory on them. Sir, I'm taking Aya to go talk to this researcher. Go. Better get there before that media. It may explain that phone call, too. Yes, sir. Come on, Aya. Okay, we have a mission. You really have to be right on the doorknob. You can't just activate the door. That's why I'm fumbling around a bit each time I try to enter something. Especially with the lockers. What a case to have on Christmas, huh? Yeah, you got that right, Eddie. By the way, just want to say, this music's freaking amazing. Also, minor Easter egg. When I press the select button, I follow the helicopter. Isn't that cool? Yeah, it's the Statue of Liberty way in the background. And of course the Twin Towers, because this game was made in 1997, 1998. Ah, Gord, I know it's pixely as hell, but it's pretty sweet. Alright. Look at those blur lines for the motion. That's really sweet. We're going to the Museum of Natural History. Dr. Hans Klemp will be there. Dr. Klemp? What's his area of research? Well, according to the papers, he's working on a new theory. Mitochondria or something, but it seems to cover the whole genetic spectrum. That's odd. To have a PhD and be working in a museum? Well, he's pretty antisocial and doesn't like to waste time outside research. Oh, great. We're gonna have a grand time with this one. Yeah, I know where you're going with this. Just be careful this time, huh? Are you referring to the press conference? Yeah. Daniel, why do you kiss the chief's butt? You two joined forces at the same time, didn't you? Yeah, but that was years ago. Now he's my boss. You know, I know I haven't provided real context for this, but this interlude with just talking over the car ride, very Police Knots-ish. Get a little of the chocobo on the Museum of Natural History, isn't that cute? Get it? This is a Square game. But yeah, very, very Police Knots-like to just do that thing where when you change locations, they compensate for the loading time by talking in the car. Except that may have just been an extra scene, but it still is very similar. It's been a while since I visited the museum. Dinosaur exhibit. Loved these things when I was a kid. I'm loving the Ionic column. Yeah? Anyone recognize the Ionic column? Anyone take art history in college? Okay. Looks like it's closed today. Well, see what that security guard can do for us. I like that. You get the snow crunching under the shoes. A very nice touch. Hey there, how you doing? Doing okay. Pretty cold day, though. How about yourself? We're with the NYPD. We're looking for a Dr. Klemp. He works here, doesn't he? Sure does. As a matter of fact, he's up there in his room right now. Did he do something? Nah, we just want to talk to him, that's all. Thank you. Shouldn't take long. Place is pretty creepy without any people. Damn it. Again, it was automatic. Well, he said you'll find him up in his room at the end of the hall, so that's easy enough. The game just suddenly decides to do auto-talking versus not. He's been pretty busy for the past few weeks. Doesn't come out. Ever. Thanks. Oh, again, I'm moving. Oh, by the way, could you sign in? It's policy. Let's just keep track of who comes in. Thanks, Aya. Gee, Daniel, you sure you don't want to run down here and do it yourself? Notebooks on the counter. Thanks. Just my name? Yep, it should be enough. Unless you want to leave your number, too. Oh, guard, you so funny. Alright, moving up. Hey, Aya. Over here. It's open. Let's check it out. Excuse me, hello? Hey. Dr. Clamp. Dr. Clamp. I hear ya. We're with the NYPD. We'd like to ask you a few questions. This guy. Professor, we're looking for clues concerning the incident which occurred. Are you accusing me? Huh. What? This again? What is this? Me, I would have capitalized the is instead of the this, but alright. This man. I know him, I think. What's wrong? You okay, Aya? Yeah. We'd like to ask you about the mitochondria research you've been doing. NYPD, huh? Why are you interested in my work? The suspect mentioned that the mitochondria would be set free. Now, that suspect ignited people without laying a finger on them. Then it transformed into some kind of creature and ran off. Since you mentioned mitochondria, we were hoping you could supply us with some info. You two have absolutely no idea what the true mitochondria is like. Do you? The mitochondria possesses its own unique genetic code. Its own? Are you saying it's a separate organism? Precisely. Kind of like a parasite or something, huh? You know, on Christmas Eve. Parasite. That's an interesting way of describing this most fascinating creature. We cannot live without the mitochondria. Do you understand? The mitochondria creates energy for us. Without it, we're nothing. We are here because the mitochondria allows us to be here. Our brain, for example. The brain functions due to the interaction between axons and dendrites. This interaction is possible due to the energy the mitochondria provides. Did you know the mitochondria is capable of discharging 200,000 volts of electricity? This not only pertains to electrical discharge, but also applies to heat energy as well. Heat? Then the combustion from last night were... For a human to burn and melt, 1600 degrees of heat must be generated. There are several hundred mitochondria present within a single cell. If all the mitochondria in the body began functioning at the same time, a tremendous amount of energy would be generated and released. Melting a human into a puddle of fluid would be a simple task with so much energy. So you're saying that the mitochondria ignited these people? Professor, you may be right in that we need the mitochondria to live, but in the end, we're just using them for energy, right? You have no idea. The mitochondria has control over an organism's growth. Take this hand, for example. Before we're born, the hand is merely a glob of flesh, but when cells between the fingers deteriorate, that's when fingers first form. When the cells which make up the body aren't needed anymore, it receives a signal to die. The signal is initiated by the mitochondria. When it is relayed, the genetic information in the nucleus is cut off and, in essence, dies. The same can be said for aging. The mitochondria mutates 10 times faster than cells. Of course, this also applies to mutant forms of mitochondria as well. When too many mutant mitochondria multiply, energy production level decreases. The decrease in energy production is associated with the aging process. So, are you still stupid enough to say that we are the higher species? But you're not saying that the mitochondria is doing all this consciously, right? When I said that the mitochondria can mutate 10 times faster than normal cells, I also meant they could evolve at a rate 10 times faster. Since the beginning of creation, the mitochondria has been evolving at this rate. It's no surprise that they possess a power beyond our cognition. No surprise at all. Let me tell you something. There was a scientist who tried to determine the mutation rate of the mitochondria. With this, the scientist wanted to establish a connection with human ancestry. In 1987, it was announced that the root of all humans can be traced to a single woman in Africa. This finding was announced around the world. And with this, the mitochondrial theory spread like wildfire. You know what they call the root of it all? Mitochondria Eve. Splendid name. Just incredible. Eve. The suspect in yesterday's case called herself Eve. What? Hey, if you know anything, you better not be holding back on us. She called herself Eve. Sorry, but I've told you what I know. I'd like to return to my studies now. I believe you know the way out? Hey, you better explain what the hell is going on here. Daniel, forget it. Let's just go. God damn it. Now that is intrigue and a half. That is legendary. Welcome to the evening. Oh, look at how gorgeous that is. What the hell is wrong with that guy? I can't stand him. That man. I've seen him before, but I can't remember where. It's Daniel. What? Okay, we'll be right there. Aya, looks like we got a break in the case. What? We gotta get back to the station, Aya. Hang on, I'm kicking this into turbo. NYPD Police Department, 17th Precinct. Alright. Just curious if Eddie says anything different. Any news on the case? Hope he bagged his creep soon. I hate to bump into him on the street. Thanks, buddy, I guess. Let's go, folks. We're starting the meeting. I like how they actually have Melissa written on the board, like it's this and Eve. They got the evidence thing going on. Melissa's solo concert was scheduled for today. She had disappeared after last night's incident, and the concert was cancelled. But people are still gathering at the stage. We must not let another massacre happen again. The concert is at the Central Park Amphitheater. Central Park? What is it, Daniel? Ben and Lorraine, they're at that concert. What? Daniel, we're not through yet. Screw you, Baker. But freaking Square. Well, screw you, Baker, I'm going. Daniel. Aya? Watch it back. Yes, sir. Ooh, a new permit. Or I should say another one. Alright, we definitely have business to take care of. I'll catch up with him shortly. I'm just going to get rid of this permit for now so I don't have it take up a precious inventory slot. Inventory is very, very important. When are you going to let me tune up the guns? I didn't ask to be assigned here to watch over the warehouse all day, you know? As long as you see guns as toys, you'll never touch them. Hey, I know I can make a stronger gun than you. Guns aren't supposed to be stronger, you numbskull. They're supposed to be safer. Fine, you geezer. Again, interesting discussion. Wait, what? Oh, I could put something into the chest. That's kind of funny. There's no point. Yeah, I can do it so much better. I can turn that gun into a cannon. Easy. You want to leave something here? I love how he's just got problems. Just griping to me. Okay. There we go. Not bad. Also, you could do this forever. Every time you leave the precinct and come back, you could just reopen these chests. So if you are really, really patient, then you could just effectively have infinite ammo. If you're okay with endless loading screens and only 6 bullets at a time. But hey, I'm right there, so I might as well. I was going there to drop off the mod permit. Alright. I will follow Daniel very shortly. But at this point, I think it's about time to call it quits. Also, who am I calling? The station? Whatever. Alright. That was good times, but for now, I must stop the installment. Well, we certainly made a lot of progress today, didn't we? There wasn't any combat in this installment, but we got a lot of information. We investigated the Museum of Natural History and found a researcher on mitochondria, and we got a lot of information about that. Now, we had thought that this woman Melissa was the bad guy, but she seems to have been taken over by mitochondria Eve. Melissa is dead. At this point, we may not even be fighting against a person. We may be fighting against mitochondria itself. We learned that they evolve 10 times faster than standard cells do, so could we have finally reached a moment in history where, as cliché as it sounds, humans are no longer at the top of the food chain? Could the mitochondria finally have evolved to a point where it can cause an uprising, consciously, and take over humanity and become the dominant species on the planet? This could be a problem. Until next time, everyone.